What is it about you guys in these end of first half plays? It's now the third time we've seen you guys go into the locker room with an explosive touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got some pretty good talent on the edge with Christian and everybody involved. The tight ends are pretty tall and pretty quick guys too. So, it's just try to get some momentum. We knew coming off the sideline they were going to get the ball back in the second half, and that gives the defense momentum. And I'm just happy we got in the situation to do so. I think it was all set up by Dom's run, though. That was a really good run. They brought Cat, and he had a really good run to set that up.
Was it frustrating for you the first couple of drives? Like you had a big play over to Christian, and then you had the couple interceptions. You come out. That last drive, was it just relieving to get a play like that to have a little momentum?
Yeah, I mean, he gets hit, throw the ball a little high, he gets hit, and it's an interception. But those are things you can't control. You know what I mean? I think the play the safety made on the interception, the second one, that was a really, really good play. He turned and acted like he was going to play the post, and he came off on the over. It was a really nice scheme by them, But I told Beth before the season started, I don't care how we win. Whatever it takes to win, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to, and the guys in the locker room know that. No matter what, I got everybody's back, and it's just about getting a win.
Can you describe what Hunter gave you guys today and how cool it was to see him in his first game of the season rip off the way he did?
Right. I mean, I think he's a very deserving person. He works really hard. He keeps his head down, goes to work. He don't say much, but he works really hard. He studies it. He took a lot of time out of his week this week to sit with me and study protections just so he could be ready to go at running back. We knew he was going to play, and he hadn't played much running back, but kudos to him. I mean, he does a really good job, and he prepares really hard.
Thanks, Zeb.
Yep.
Mike McFeely.
Zeb, is it easy to play quarterback when you're handing the ball off to a 6'5", 250-pound running back who's running up and down the field all day?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's enjoyable. Y'all asked him just a second ago who you can compare him to. I'd say Derrick Henry. Fast and hard to take down. I mean, it's really fun to hand the ball off. I get a lot of joy out of seeing big runs hit and seeing how excited the O-line gets. I mean, I get in the huddle and see the smile on their face when they knock the guys down, and here goes Luepke or here goes Dom.
Coach Entz said that he feels that you just need to kind of slow things down a little bit and you'd be able to play a little bit better. Is that you feel that same way, that things are you get a little too excited or a little trying to make things happen too fast, or what?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of excitement that goes into a game like this. I mean, that is our rival, and they've been playing very well, so we knew that we had to start fast and finish fast. And you just got to go out there and take what they give you and have fun and enjoy it. That's really it.
Just talk a little bit about the switch crew with Cam. You started, Cam came in, you went back in. You feel like that's going to be the way it's going to be here the rest of the season?
I'd hope so. I enjoy it. I love seeing him get playing time, and I love seeing him have success. There's never been any tension in our room about it, and I love that part. And I want to see him exceed as bad as he sees me exceed. And we work every single day. We sit and watch film together. So I'm fine either way.
Thank you.
Eric Peterson.
You touched on it a little bit, Zeb, but just describe the offensive line play, especially on those plays that look kind of like rugby scrums, and it looks like the run is dead and they just keep on pushing. I mean, as a quarterback, what do you get out of seeing stuff like that?
I get a lot of joy. I try to throw it up in there sometimes too, just because it's they're nasty and they want to play nasty, and that's our motto each week. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, to be able to hand the ball off and watch those guys move the pile, I know they get excitement out of it, and our sideline gets juiced up. So I get just as much joy out of it. I mean, that's one of our goals each week, is to be physical and, finish on their side of the ball.
316 rushing yards today. What have you seen of this offensive line as it's developed through the year with some, tweaks here and there? I mean, why do you think they're playing at the level they are right now?
I think they just buy in and they do the little things right throughout the week. They work really hard. They got, Cordell's a very, very, very solid leader, and they take coaching really well. And, I think Todd being on the left complements Nash, and I think Cordell being with Greg complements each other. And, Sundell does a great job at center of communicating and getting everybody, where they need to be. And I think it's just a lot of buying in, and, the SIU loss just really honed in that we got to be more physical and we got to finish on their side of the ball.
And just finally, Hunter, first touch of the game, goes 55 yards for a touchdown. I guess how important was it to get him involved that early and then also get the team off to that strong start?
Right. I mean, you want to always start fast, whether you get the ball or not. You want to start fast. And, Luepke has been really working his butt off every single week. I mean, he conditions with Coach Kramer day in and day out. And then when he got the nod this week, I mean, you could tell that he'd been conditioning. And, I think Hunter's speed's deceptive just because he is so big and he runs downhill, but he can really move. I think he's one of the best athletes on the team, and I'm really happy for him.
What allowed you to be so explosive today?
All the blocking was perfect today. Everybody was doing their 111th, and offensive line was making big holes. Receivers were blocking downfield. Tight ends were doing their job. Fullbacks, quarterbacks. Just an all-around really good game today.
I know, obviously, it's a team win, but at the end of the day, for you to have a game like this too, what does it mean for you?
Not really too much. It's cool and all, but I'm more focused on the team going 1-0 each week.
Thanks.
Eric Peterson.
Oh, Hunter, just describe the offensive line play. It seemed like they had a pretty good surge overall today. What were you seeing in front of you all day?
They were getting off on their double teams really nicely, and they were opening up really big holes, which, made it really easy for me.
Do you sense they had kind of more of an edge coming in? I know UND's running game had been pretty good all year. Do you think your offensive line thought, well, hey, we're not that bad either. Let's kind of get after it today. Did you sense that?
Yeah, we wanted to play with a lot of energy today, and I think that really showed throughout the game. So the O-line was jacked up all day. They were juiced, so.
And then just, how helpful or how good is it when you get your first touch and get a long run? Does that kind of get you into the flow? Just describe being able to hit that big play out of the gates for you.
That was pretty sweet. It was a outside run play, and the O-line, the tight ends blocked it perfectly. I don't think I was touched until the 5-yard line, so that's pretty easy.
Thank you.
Zach Staten.
Hunter, you just kind of touched on it, but did you have nerves coming into this one, knowing A, how big it was, and B, just to get your first touches of the season and just have that under your belt a little bit? Did you feel any nerves at all?
Not really. When NDSU recruits you, they say we play big games here, and I love playing big games, so I was ready to go.
Can you just describe the emotion after the game, just A, to get that win over a team that was that hot, and B, just to have the game that you did, where you had all the runs that you did? Can you just describe the emotions?
It was really exciting. The locker room was really excited. They were really, really going after the game, and just the sideline energy too. Everyone had a ton of energy today, which was awesome.
Mike McFeely.
Well, Hunter, are you no longer a fullback? Are you now a tailback? Are you the new Kobe Johnson, or what's your new position here?
I think I'm a little bit of both. Yeah.
Earl Campbell. Do you even know who Earl Campbell is? Who do you compare yourself to?
I have no clue.
Okay. How about your injury? You come back from the injury. Can you tell what that was and how long it took to? Obviously, it took a while to rehab from that.
Yeah, it was just a shoulder injury. Rehabbing with the trainers for some time now, and it just feels great to be back.
And did you know that you're going to? I think you ended up with 28 carries. Was that the plan for the week, or was that just because I think Kobe went down with an injury? And was that the plan, or was it the way the game plan went as it unfolded?
I think it was more of how it went down or unfolded with Kobe going down today. So, yeah. Once
you broke clear on the long touchdown run, were you fast at the end, or were you feeling pretty good down around the 10 and 5 yard line?
I was feeling pretty good. I saw that guy coming, and I just didn't want to get hawked. So that was the only thought going through my mind.
You feel like you guys are back on track now after that struggle with Southern Illinois and some other struggles? You feel like you're back in NDSU football again?
Yeah, we're just trying to go 1-0 every day, every snap, every quarter. So.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Michael, you described after the SIU game that wasn't the way you guys play football. Did you feel this is more indicative of what kind of team you guys thought it could be at the beginning of the spring?
Oh, 100%, 100%. Every year, that's the expectation of Bison football. That's what it should look like. And I still don't think we've hit our limit. We still have room to grow and get better, and we're going to keep doing that. But we came in and holstered a lot of energy at the beginning, and that stayed the entire time. And in the past, like SIU, for example, that didn't happen. So that happened today. We stayed one play at a time, go 1-0 for the play, and line up and do it again. And that was our mentality. And I definitely think that's what Bison football looks like.
Yeah, I guess Otis Wea had the one big cutback run for a touchdown, but other than that, do you feel other than that you overall played a strong game, or how would you kind of describe overall the defensive effort?
Yeah, I think the defense played really great. Besides, we never like to give any points, 13 points too many, but yeah, besides that run, we had a little miscommunication from the sideline, but no excuses. Should never happen. And it happened from there, but I thought guys were playing fast, executing, playing for the guy next to him, and just going and leaving it all on the field. And that's Bison. That's Code Green right there. And
just finally, being ranked lower, did you feel like for the first time you were an underdog or viewed as an underdog? And I guess how did that change your guys' mindset heading into a game like this?
Honestly, we never really had that underdog mentality. We talked about we got the number one team in the country coming in, like that was evident, but we never had that mentality like they were better than us. And that's not being cocky. That's just understanding like we've done this for so many years, and we earned that respect, and we had to go show it again by showing it on the field. And I think we earned that respect once again today.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Zach Staten.
Michael, I think coming in the second half, UND's offense had outscored opponents like 80-31 or something like that in the second half. I know you guys didn't start out the way you wanted to coming out of the break, but what made you guys so effective after that to gobble them up like you did?
Man, honestly, I think the offense, just that spark that they had, and just seeing them move that ball down the field, like that fed into us, and we just carried that energy. And just like I said, our whole motto this week was 1-0 for the play, not the drive, not the quarter, for the next play. So go 1-0 and line up and do it again. But I definitely think the offense, gave us a good boost in the second half for sure.
Let me ask about that real quick. When you guys can control the ball for 36 minutes, I think, what kind of spark does that provide you guys, and how much energy does that give you guys that you don't have to expound it so much on the field?
Exactly. Like you said, it gives us a lot of energy to be able to get our checks initially on the sideline, get all our checks and everything we need to talk about with coach, and then, get that rest because, Southern Illinois game, we were out there almost 70, 80 plays. So, being out there today, and we accept every opportunity to be on the field, but that's definitely a benefit. Offenses rolling like that. We love to see that.
They drove into your territory twice in the first half, went for it on fourth down twice, and didn't get either one. They scored 0 points on each of those drives. In hindsight, how big is that for momentum?
It's huge. It's huge. We talk about get 3 and out, get off the field, but when you get to fourth down situations, you got to be money. We got to be nails. And, we did that. We held it down, and everybody was playing fast and hit their fits, and we got them off the field.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions for safety Michael Tutsie? Michael, that's all we have for you. Thanks for your time, and congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it.
Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you again on Monday.
Life is stressful. Family, work, money, health. Don't let stress keep you down, hold you back, or beat you. Find your own way for your body, mind, and soul. You can get up. You can get ahead. You can win in your own way on your own time. Shields.